Hello, I'm Time007 and this time I'm going to cover the topic of the primary and secondary divisions of the PLPD. When you head down to Resources and Handbook, then towards the preface and PLPD organization structure, we can find a picture where all the PLPD divisions are listed. There are two primary divisions, Patrol and Traffic. Patrol division is the default division that every officer that passes his test for an officer is allocated in Patrol. Patrol is usually what you would expect from any PLPD or PD experience whatsoever. You take care of the shootouts, perimeters, pursuits. It's basically all the general police stuff you do in patrol. It doesn't change in traffic, so you can switch between those two. There is no way you can be in patrol and traffic at once. You can only switch the divisions, and once you switch them, your entire command team switches, and basically you're in the whole different division than you were before. When you switch the division to traffic, you will still be taking care of all things that patrol takes care of. So there will be no change in your regular patrol and whatsoever. However, you'll be trained and you will have access to more equipment in order to enforce some traffic laws. So you'll get access to faster cars, you'll get access to some more barricades, the speed camera, you will have the traffic vest, and you'll be expected to be a professional in resolving any traffic related crimes and incidents. An instance, if there is a road traffic collision, some officer might ask a road traffic member to come and take care of the scene. If there is a pursuit, you are expected to lead the pursuit if it's possible, as your car will be probably faster, and you'll have the training in order to lead the patrol better, give better callouts in general. So switching to traffic doesn't change much in your PLPD performance whatsoever. However, it gives you some more training and some more equipment in order to deal with road traffic offenses. Okay, these are the two primary divisions you might be in when you're in the PLPD. However, the rest of the divisions seen here are the secondary divisions. You can only be in one primary division. However, you might be in as many as you wish secondary divisions. So there are no limitations whatsoever. You can be in 0 as you're just in traffic, or you can be in maybe not all of them at once, but many of them. The most interesting one is the Tactical Firearms Unit. This secondary division gives you the access to firearms, attachments, sights, and armor that is not available to regular officers, either in patrol or traffic. You'll be again trained to carry out some specific situations, such as the hostage situation, bomb defusals, and other firearm and danger of life related situations. However, it will not really influence your career in patrol traffic. So these are two different stories. Of course, every secondary division has its command, so it's not like it's commandless. However, you'll just be the same rank. You just have the access to gear up into light gear or heavy gear in order to respond to firearm related situations. The other one is dispatch. It's a pretty obvious one. Dispatchers do go on duty to coordinate the job of other units on the ground. So basically you'll get access to cameras, you'll get access to management of incidents, and you'll manage the situation on the ground while sitting on the PD with the access to the additional assets. Again, this won't really influence your career in patrol traffic, as you'll be primarily in those two divisions. However, some people just prefer to spend some time organizing the troops other than doing the job themselves. The other divisions are under professional standards. So this is basically a division that takes care of every misconduct and how officers perform, and as well takes care of policies. So first we have the internal affairs. You might have heard about an IA complaint being made on someone. So the internal affairs division is a division that takes care of these complaints. We do not really punish people for anything. We just investigate the cases to the extent that we can now create a final report on the case and send it to the complaint committee. There are not many free spaces in the internal affairs often, so if you want to join the division, you need to do it when the applications are open. Basically, we are assigned a complaint, then we investigate it and send it over to complaint committee. The complaint committee is a division that consists of very experienced members of the PD. They are voting on the outcomes of the internal affairs complaint. So when an internal affairs complaint is investigated by the internal affairs division, it goes to the complaint committee, and then they have all the evidence and the statements combined in a final report, and they vote on the outcome, and then you can check how the person should be exactly punished. So this is the division that basically punishes every officer that was seen doing some misconduct on duty. Then we have the policy board. The policy board is basically a division that takes care of creating new policies, editing old ones, and updating them to the state they are actually good. These divisions are coordinated by head of operation services and head of professional standards, and this is how they are controlled and coordinated. So once again, you can be either in patrol traffic, never in both at once, but then you can easily switch between these divisions if the spots are free and open. How do you apply for them? Simply go to careers, and then here you can see the applications that are open for any secondary division, such as tactical firearms officer. You'll be able to join the division when the applications are open. You have some separate training, separate applications, so you cannot really ask anyone to get you into those divisions. You'll still need to pass some kind of application to prove that you can become, in instance, a TFU officer. So that's all covered about the secondary divisions in the PD. The applications are reviewed by command members of each of these secondary divisions. And as well, if you switch from traffic and patrol, then your sergeant applications, your corporal applications, your senior officers applications will be most likely be reviewed by your direct command officers. This changes a bit also some other matters, but in general, these are the most important ones you will encounter. So then, if you have any questions about switching your division to any secondary division or even primary division, and you're unsure about anything, you can still go to support and help desk, then create a ticket, and then choose a correct person or group of people that the help desk ticket will go to. So basically, if you want to switch your division from patrol to a traffic unit, you just look for Office of Operation Services and road traffic unit. If you wish to apply for internal affairs, then this is of course professional standards, as it's here, and the internal affairs is here. So you go to professional standards and internal affairs, and then you just title your inquiry as best as you can, as accurate as you can, and describe your problem. They might be able to help you some policies that you need to find. They might be able to explain you what is the purpose of their department in depth that I didn't do now. And then if you switch to any primary division, they will appear on your profile. So you have your specialist roles here. As you can see, I'm an internal investigating officer. This is connected to the IA. I'm a tactical firearms officer. This is connected to the TFU. And also you can see your taser training here as well. So that's all I have to say about the primary secondary divisions. I've got many officers telling me they don't want to go to RTU whatsoever because they want to become TFU and it's impossible. That's a myth that I bust now. This is possible to be in RTU and TFU at once. That's basically your choice. As I am an RTU officer, I would recommend you trying to get to road traffic unit, as there are not much of a downside of that. as you just get more equipment, you're trained for some specific situations. However, you will still respond to shootouts, you will still respond to fist fights or whatever. It's just the equipment and the training that changes when you switch the division. Alright, so that's everything covered. I hope I've explained everything of that, and I hope you will find yourself in a secondary division you always wished to be in. Have a nice day.